Hello, everyone from History 1760. I just wanted to give you a quick update since I know I mentioned in class today that today's class would likely be the last in-class class that we're going to be having for a while. As I've informed everyone at this point in time, expecting baby number 2 to be coming along any day now, and if the baby does not arrive by next Monday, they're going to be inducing labor. So either way, by our next class period, by next Tuesday, I'm going to be in full-blown parental baby carrying mode. So that is going to keep me out of the classroom for about 6 to 7 weeks. So what I wanted to do with this video was just quickly show you how that is going to affect the work that you are going to be doing on a weekly basis, as it's essentially going to be one extra assignment you will be doing outside of class that's going to be due on Tuesdays, and I'll go into all those details on our D2L site so you can see exactly where everything is and know what is coming up. So if you go to, once more, Students, D2L Brightspace, you can log in with your star ID and password. It'll bring you to your D2L page, and then go to our class 1760. It'll bring you right back here. Once more, remember there's going to be that helpful calendar on the side so you can see all the assignments that are now going to be due for next week, January 28th, which is going to be next Tuesday. I'm going to keep the due dates on the Tuesdays just so we are staying in the habit of having the same due date as we would if we were in class. The only adjustment is that these 4 assignments are going to be due by the end of the day on Tuesday, so essentially 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday nights. So you are going to have all day on Tuesdays in order to complete all these assignments as well. So you get a little bit of extra time to work on them as opposed to when we are in class. I already showed you how to access these, and judging by your reflection questions from this week, everyone did a good job of finding where these were located. But once more, just go up to Materials. Here's the upper left-hand tab. Click on it and go down to Content. And that will bring us into our weekly folders. Of course, for this week, we did our Paleolithic and Neolithic discussion questions. So you're already familiar with sort of how it's laid out, where you have the reading chapter linked up here. You have the PowerPoint listed below it, then you have videos, then the quizzes, and then the assignments underneath. For week 3, which is going to be this upcoming week here, you're going to see that is very similar in the same way. We're covering 2 chapters, so chapter 2 and 3 out of the textbook. That means there's going to be 2 PowerPoints here, along with your additional links and web resources. Then there's going to be the 2 quizzes, one for Chapter 2, one for Chapter 3, and as you can see, both of those are going to be due next Tuesday, January 28th at 11:59 p.m. Then there's once more going to be the reflection questions, just like if we were going to be having regular class. You'll be choosing 3 out of these 5 to complete. But then if you scroll down, you'll see the extra assignment that we will now be doing on the days that we are not going to be meeting in class. So this is going to be a link to the discussion board. But essentially the assignment's going to be in 3 steps. The first step is going to be to read the attached document. See right here, this one is called Rivers of Mesopotamia and Egypt, which is going to take you to a document that has a couple documents linked to it actually, that you can be reading 2 different ones and comparing them. So first thing you want to do is read the primary source. Then you are going to answer the following 4 questions in the discussion board. So you can see the questions listed out here. Unlike the reflection questions, I would like you to answer all the questions that are listed here, not just choosing a couple. But your answers can be shorter, only about 100 words in length, as opposed to the 150 that the reflection questions are requiring. So answers don't have to be quite as long, but I would like you to address all of the questions. Once you have posted in the discussion board, essentially all you're going to need to do is click on this. It'll bring you right to the discussion board. To respond, all you have to do is hit this button right here, Start New Thread, and you can start entering in your subject and your answer. Once you have posted your answer to the 4 questions, then you can also view other people's responses in the same thread. They'll be popping up after you have posted. And completing step number 3, which is to comment on at least 2 other students' posts. Should be different students that you are posting to, but pretty much just giving your feedback on their question. Did you have a similar answer? Was yours a little different? Maybe you took a different perspective than what the other student had, or maybe you liked some of the ideas that they brought up that you want to talk about more in more detail. If you take a look here, there's another rubric listed, the primary source rubric. This will tell you exactly how I'm going to be grading the primary sources and your response to other students. Essentially 15 or 10 points is going to be coming from answering the questions. 10 points is going to be coming from each of your 2 responses, so 5 responses a piece. And altogether, that's going to make up the 20 points that would be our in-class activity points for the week. So the points are going to stay exactly the same as if we were in class. It's just that we're shifting our discussions now here to our online format. So that's going to be the biggest change from when we were meeting in class here to when we're meeting only online. As I said, we should be meeting for about the next 6 to 7 weeks. So every week I'll just be opening up with at least a week in advance the upcoming weeks for you to view and complete these assignments. Because I am going to be not only helping to care for my current 2-year-old, but also the brand new baby. As I said, I might be a little bit slow on getting some of these things graded, but I'll do my best to keep up on them. Make sure you're checking the rubrics to make sure and looking at your scores. And if you have any questions about how you are doing, or if you're missing some points and you want to know how to improve those, just feel free to email me and let me know, and I can certainly communicate with you how to get full points on the activities and the assignments moving forward. So that's primarily the only changes that are going to be occurring, and I will keep everyone updated as far as when we will be getting back together. So just make sure you are checking your email in case I have any updates for that. But once more, the targeted date is going to be 6 weeks from this upcoming Tuesday. But it might be 1 extra week because it sort of gets weird because the spring break is in there as well. So it's either going to be the week before or after our spring break I will be coming back. All right, if you have any questions about these shifts in the class, make sure to contact me and let me know. Otherwise, I am looking forward to still working with everyone in this more online capacity, and I'm also looking forward to seeing everyone back in class here in just a few months. Thank you very much for all your patience and understanding with this. I know it's not ideal, but it's great that you're able to be flexible. All right, have a great weekend and a great couple months learning here, and yes, I will be in touch and in communication.